All right, question number 5 says, how much of the moon can be seen during a new moon? Well, when we have a new moon, take a look at this picture I drew of a new moon. When we have a new moon, none of the moon can be seen. It doesn't mean that it's not there. The moon is always there. Just at this point, it is not reflecting any of the sun's light back. So how much of the moon can be seen during a new moon? If you take a look at my wonderfully drawn picture here, you can tell that none of the moon can be seen. Now, the flip side of that is that when we have a full moon, you can see the entire thing. Obviously, you can tell I'm a great artist here, but when we have a full moon, you can see the entire moon. Now, between a new moon, when you can't see any of it, and a full moon, when you can see all of it, we have what we call a first quarter moon. And if you take a look at this drawing that I have it labeled right and left, because when you look at this, sometimes it's a little hard to tell if it's a first quarter or what. But if you take a look at the moon and you figure out which side of the moon the light is on, you'll be able to tell which kind it is. In this particular one, because the light is on the right side, the light always travels from right to left. Because the light is on the right side, this is what we call a first quarter moon. And it comes between the new moon and the full moon. Now, once we've had a full moon and we are progressing back to get to a new moon, we have what's called a third quarter moon. And this time, when you take a look at it, you'll see that the light is on the left-hand side and it's getting dark on the right side because it travels in this direction. And eventually, all of this darkness here is going to completely cover the moon like this. You see my hand in the way there. It's going to cover that up, and we're going to go back to a new moon where we won't be able to see any of the moon at all. So those are some of the phases. There are others, but we're not going to get into those right now. Just know that when we have a new moon, we can't see any of it. When we have a first quarter moon, we can only see the right side. The right side is lit up, the left side is dark. When we have a full moon, you can see the entire moon. The entire thing is lit up. And when we have a third quarter moon, you can only see the left side. The right side is completely covered with darkness. And it continues to go in a pattern. It goes new moon, where you can't see it, first quarter, full moon, third quarter, and continues in that pattern.